Allez. Gaby. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey. Hey guys, if you feel like adding anything to the agenda, I will link it in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, cool.
Anyone willing to take notes?
I can take notes.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, linking notes in the chat as well. Could anyone help Arthur to take notes? Faku, do you feel like doing it?
So you were asking me?
Yeah, man. I am.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Cool. It's 5:04 CT. So I think we're going to start. We'll start with the updates. I don't think we have anyone new on the call today. So yeah. First in for the updates is Aragon 1 as usual. Brett or Faku or
Yeah.
someone from Ed.
Yeah, I can start. So the last 2 weeks, I think the last All Devs we were at our offsite. We were discussing just in general the future of Aragon One and what our role in the community will look like. We're not quite ready, I guess, to figure all of that out yet. As the association also plays some part of a role in this. But primarily, we're making a lot of efforts right now in the CLI and hopefully sooner than later the SDK as well to try and get that moving along. The CLI is undergoing a large refactor right now, and the initial release for the new version, version 7, will be coming soon in the next couple of weeks, but ahead of Christmas. Once that's done, we have a couple of exploratory designs we have for a new development workflow for developers. Some more on that as well in the new year. The client side, it's been fairly slow. We're working on really small features. Right now, we're experimenting as well with adding a console into the client itself to help people do things that they can do on the CLI without having to install the CLI. But outside of that, most of our effort is pointed towards the court, which Faku can give updates on.
Yeah, happy to talk about that. Well, basically, I think you all heard a lot of news about the court. We basically deployed the native token for the court and the Aragon Network DAO with the initial council that is going to be handling all the reviews and probably basically managing the court for the initial state of it. And the core contracts themselves, all those are already published and released and deployed to mainnet. So really happy about that. And we've been working a lot on the communication side. We launched like jurors microsite for the onboarding of the jurors, telling a bit about the story of the court and how they can start being part of it. A bunch of announcement posts about the onboarding as well, about the technical details, the bug bounty program. We published as well, actually we proposed as well to HGPs for the onboarding of the court as well, declaring the addresses that we deployed and proposing like a donation program to kick off the participation of the jurors on the court. And yeah, really happy about all that progress. And during the last week, we've been also doing and starting building the dashboard of the court. That is basically going to be the app, the decentralized app that people are going to use in order to use the court, and all of the backend stuff that we need in order to make that happen. Some tools for monitoring, a subgraph that will be consumed by the dashboard, some CLI tools to make sure the court is working correctly, and to be allowed to perform some actions in case we need to make sure it's still alive. I think I didn't miss anything. Not sure if you would like to add something else, Brett.
No, I think that's good.
Cool. Thanks, Faku. Thanks, Brett, a lot for these updates. Yeah, now we can have a talk.
Okay. So yeah, I'll try and stick to more high level for more detailed. There we have it in the rolling update on the forum and then in the notes. So deep linking, we added deep linking to projects, dot voting, and rewards. Well, projects and dot voting so far, rewards we're still working progress on. There was some internal discussion with the team for whether or not to leverage React Router. So right now we have two different implementations we're experimenting with. The alternative 2 token template is basically done contract-wise, pending an internal review, and the launcher is currently a work in progress. We finished the spec and a decent amount of the implementation for the token API, just waiting for confirmation on the spec or some sort of review, and then we'll resume work on that. We finished one of the 2 red spec helpers that we've been focused on. Again, that's just going through an internal review, and then that'll be ready for pull requesting to the red spec repo. We made most of the updates we need for the token manager, so that should be publishing to Rank B like sometime this week. And then we created a DAO recovery script for people that get stuck like halfway through the DAO publishing process. And yeah, I'll hand it off to OpenWorks Lab.
Yeah, hey. Not too much to update here. We've just been working on integrating all of our features into one sort of like what we're calling experimental open enterprise DAO, I guess you could say. So it's got like profiles, work with this like organization data store, pinning stuff that we've been working on. We just finished up like 3-box identity resolution in there. So yeah, we'll share more async on that when it's ready to be played with. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Do we have anyone from the mesh team here to update us?
Hi, Luis. I'm here. Gabi.
Yep.
I'm not sure if we want to keep updating mesh, as we are going to be working close with Aragon 1 in the roadmap in the future. So I don't know what you guys think, because mostly Aragon mesh is going to be working in the Aragon SDK, and the roadmap is going to be defined with the help of Aragon 1 team. And yeah, but anyways, the progress so far has been super cool. The guys are doing great progress, and we are starting to merge the opens PRs that we had in the CLI, and we are currently adding a lot of tests in the CLI, so it's going to be much more stable in the version 7 release. And we also are starting to expose a programmatical API, so you will be able to interact with the core functionalities that Aragon have in a more extracted way, and not depend only on the CLI for doing that. So this is going to be a first version, so it's not going to be full feature in that, but the idea is for version 8 to have a much more richer API. So yeah, that's mainly what we've been doing.
Cool. Thanks, Gabby. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, we can discuss that as the big like where do we want to put like the mesh update in the future. On the AA side, yeah, a quick update. Yeah, on the organizational part, we've been working, putting some efforts into working groups, see if we can get a few working groups to move on and move faster. We've also been brainstorming quite a bit around the network strategy, and hopefully, like these are very big wide topics, but we'll be able to provide like a few updates very soon, which is quite exciting to share. And other than that, yeah, I've been personally working on some improvements to a new version of the community funding DAO, or something that would look like it, and I'm looking forward to share also this on the forum and discuss that with you guys, and see what you think. And I think that mostly is from our side, other than regular like operational stuff. Yeah, and so as we're done with updates, we can jump to topics. There's only one topic today. I don't know if you guys want to add some, but I think it's pretty much on point. We've just finished the updates for today, and um, actually, this topic is about proposing changes to all devs. This is a topic we've been discussing on last all devs as well, and we've been in the past 2 weeks chatting with several community members, with Matthew, and basically Matthew and I went to some people to ask what people thought could be improvements to be made to all devs. Yeah, in the past there were kind of like constatations, complaints that all dev is kind of this very low engagement status update call, and that we could leverage it for leverage this time better. And so yeah, I don't know. Is there anyone wanting to add another topic, or should we dive into this one? And I will go over the conclusions that we have made about all devs and proposed changes. All right, then. So about the changes, so yeah, to make all devs more appealing, more dynamic, and more useful, we have been thinking about 3 potential changes to make to all devs. The first one is probably like the one we're most certain about. It's moving updates to in a written format and post the updates on the forum. And so basically like move the updates out of the all dev school. Everybody was pretty optimistic about having updates in an async and written format because it's like easier to read through, easier to write, easier to prepare, and it stays there. It's clear. And yeah, updates in an oral format are not very efficient. So that's the first change. I don't know if there's any additional comment on that. If you guys are willing to try that that one, what I'm proposing is that we do it. We test that change for during next all devs. Yeah, anyone opposing that? So basically, what will happen on that front is that Matthew will go around and with my help, ping you guys. You guys give him a short update of what's been happening in the past 2 weeks. We compile that, and over time, like probably we'll have like the nice and right format that we can post on the forum a few days before the all dev call, like 2 or 3 days before that, so people can go there. Review the updates and maybe come up with questions and have good ideas to on topics to discuss on the all devs. So that's the first proposed change. The second one is basically like comes with it is like focusing all devs on topics rather than updates. And so this would involve a bit more preparation on topics from the other facilitators. So now it's me, Matthew is all again as proposed to help on that front, and facilitators will do the prep work of going around and gathering different topics and pinging coordinating people, so they join all devs to I mean people who are relevant to a given topic and have them join on all devs. And so the third change, which also comes with this last one, is to make all devs an opt-in call. So today, like it was said that you have lots of people on all devs. Not everyone is participating. People are not paying that much attention because like Lots of the things that are said are not relevant to everyone. So basically, like organizing all devs around topics and making it opt-in could like higher up engagement, higher up like foster like interesting conversations and getting more things done. So these are the three things we've been thinking about. What do you guys think? Are you guys okay with that? Do you have ideas in mind?
I think one of the biggest things that will help make this work is locking in a specific time that we want to have both the written updates and agenda sort of locked for the all devs meeting. And I think that what probably makes the most sense is like the Friday before it. I think having something specific instead of having that be a little bit more loose will help this process.
So yeah, what you're proposing is like to have certainty around like when are updates and the agenda available, so people can check that and prepare for the call.
Yeah, exactly. Because otherwise, I think that one of the things that you mentioned is that sort of it the obligation would be on the all devs organizers to sort of reach out to people whom topics might be relevant to, and I think that that's sort of like backwards. Ideally, we'll have it if there's a specific time where the agenda is posted, then people can more just look at that and then opt in either on a forum post or something and say, this is interesting to me. I'm going to be on the call to discuss these parts of it. And then that puts less on you, and then it makes it just a little bit, I don't know, easier to coordinate.
Yeah, sounds very good to me. Cool. Anyone else? So basically, like if you're all okay with the changes, what we can do is do a test run next in 2 weeks, and try with that formula and see how it goes, and then refine it afterwards. But yeah, then we don't have any more topics. Does anyone want to come with something spontaneously?
I had one thing for the previous topic, which is just as additional topics, it might be worth doing demos or like, I don't know, technical discussions over a particular spec. We do some of these internally, and it does work really well to help show people ideas or just kind of stuff that they're working on, and to give feedback on those.
Yeah, I definitely think that like also like yeah to make also the call more exciting for everyone and more useful, like sharing on ideas and experimentation demos and things like that is definitely something that could be really cool. So yeah, we might want to try that. So if anyone has I mean, if anyone has an idea within the next 2 weeks of thing to demo or to share or presentation to make, feel free to reach out. Okay, then if we're out of topics today, I think we can end the call. I let a few seconds if anyone wants to come with a last thought, whether it's on the last topic or another conversation. All right. Thanks everyone for joining the call. So we'll try this formula next week, in 2 weeks, and see how it goes. I hope it's going to be cool. Yeah, and again, like, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll reach out to you for the updates, for like the written updates, and if you have cool ideas to present and that feel exciting and that will excite everyone, even crazy stuff, development wise, would be cool to hear from you. All right. Have a great day, everyone, and bye bye.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Everybody, bye.
Bye bye.